You know, community gardens are primarily a social development tool in gardening in Calgary. And in terms of local food, there's nothing quite like proving the skeptics, well, you walk through your neighborhood seeing food growing locally in your neighborhood. And so often people think at high altitude you're so limited, you can't do this and that. But we gear our education to talking to people about how to extend the growing season, how to grow very successfully here. And even though we're almost a mile above sea level. So with local food, if you see it growing in your neighborhood, you go, what's that? And well, that's food people are growing. And that brings the connection to people who think, well, you can't grow anything here. That starts one puzzle piece connecting to another. Suddenly, people start looking at land differently. When they want to grow something, they say, you know, there's a vacant lot over there. Who owns it? And so they start thinking, well, what's happened to that land in the past? Is it good? Or is it maybe contaminated, a brownfield? Does it need to be reclaimed? Well, let's find out. So it leads to a lot of questions. Community gardening starts that awareness process for people connected with local food. We also collaborate and run a local food supper. And it's our 5th annual one. It sells out every year. And it's an opportunity for Calgarians to meet local farmers, local growers. They come, and the entire meal is all produce grown near to Calgary or raised. And you get a grower at your table to talk to and find out about what are they growing, what are the conditions, what is it like, tell their story. So that's one thing we do. We also connect through the food system. More and more people are interested in connecting more directly and participating in the food system. When the internet came, you know, before the internet, you couldn't publish something yourself. You had to go to a publisher. No, I can publish something. Same with, I can make my own travel arrangements now. Well, you used to have to go through someone else to book your flights. And so we see this disintermediation kind of approach happening with the food system now, especially the pesticide-free food system, which the community gardens in Calgary are pesticide-free. And this way, people, they want to be included. They want to find out, how can I learn how to be involved? How can I have a role? So people are seeking roles in the food system like they never have before in quite the same way. And it doesn't necessarily mean only experienced gardeners. We have people that are trying to recover that ancestral knowledge. They have a memory of being in their grandmother's garden, but they haven't gardened since. So community gardens can welcome those people and be learning opportunities and places where people can learn from each other. And so I see that as the local food part. And the urban agriculture part ties into that because it's scaling up. We provide education on small-scale food growing. You know, I say it's from the balcony to the backyard to the back 40. Is learn how to grow it, get that satisfaction, understand how it feels, connect with nature. And that's all the early steps towards urban agriculture. So again, we're one puzzle piece in the big picture of urban agriculture, but a very essential piece. Well, the social dynamics of a community garden are it's really important to get those right from the get-go. Sometimes we're called to a garden where they say, we've run off the rails, we don't know what happened. Something's gone wrong with our culture. And I say, well, does everybody know everybody else's first name? Oh, well, no. We were kind of really focused on doing all the tasks. Well, I said, did you have some social events? Did you have some potlucks? And so often, a group garden will be, a project of any type, will be more successful if people start to trust one another, they get to know one another.